And ABC News investigative reporter Catherine Falders joins me live now for more on this. Catherine, at least 3 Oath Keeper leaders have already pleaded guilty to seditious conspiracy stemming from this attack on the Capitol. How could that impact this case?
Yeah, well, look, as Pierre described, these who have pleaded guilty could potentially testify in this trial. That could prove to be very consequential. We know that they've handed over text messages. They've handed over communications from inside the group on January 6th that investigators have been essentially poring over here. And they've been investigating not just January 6th, but what happened in the lead up and what happened after January 6th. So again, all that evidence that they've been providing to investigators during their cooperation could be brought up in this trial. Of course, they could also testify against these other Oath Keepers on trial as well.
Now, the Washington Post is also reporting that months before the FBI search of Mar-a-Lago, one of former President Trump's lawyers refused his request to tell the National Archives that all the documents had been returned. How significant is that to that case?
Well, look, this could prove to be very significant. There's lots of questions about whether this proves that Trump could have knowingly obstructed this ongoing investigation, that he could have told his attorneys and his representatives to communicate back to federal investigators that there weren't any documents at Mar-a-Lago. But we know that there were thousands of pages of government documents that were retrieved in August. This is something that investigators are going to be keeping an eye on and that they are absolutely probing here. Was this the only example of Trump directing a representative of his to tell the National Archives that there was nothing more? We talk a lot about obstruction. A lot of legal experts have brought that up as it relates to this case. So is there a pattern of obstruction as it relates to Trump telling his representatives to represent something that just isn't true? Those are the questions that we need answers to.
And the Department of Justice and Trump's legal team have been going back and forth over the special master. What's the latest there, and what are the next steps in this case?
Yeah, so a lot has happened procedurally as it relates to the special master in the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, the district judge. So the next thing that's going to happen as it relates to the special master is there's a status conference hearing next week. We could learn more there. There's also these deadlines that have been set forth by the special master that the district judge actually pushed back a little bit and made those deadlines a little bit longer. But Trump's team essentially has to say at some point this month, towards the end of the month, they have to go through those documents and essentially represent if they believe any of these materials are covered by any form of privilege, specifically executive privilege, then they have to put that in writing and submit it to the special master for this review to continue.
All right, Catherine Falders, we appreciate it as always. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.